and welcome to Add More Zest. And my name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and it's Breakdown a Kit time. Still playing a little bit of catch up from December-ish. So this painting I actually finished in January. I have dekitted all my backlog ones now, so I'm going to dekit this, and then I'm actually going to end up with another couple within the next week or so that will be finished as well, so I'll do those afterwards. But this is the mystery kit from Diamond Art Club. It is mystery number 41, I think. According to the codes, I think it's 41. It is Abstract Ocean by Megan Duncanson. So I will show you what this painting looks like at the end. So if you have this one, and that's why I'm giving you all sort of the codes and stuff, is if you have got this one and haven't done it yet, you can turn off at the end of the video. But if you haven't got this one, then it's already been done and gone. So it won't be like a mystery kit you can buy. They just do a mystery kit for a short amount of time and then they're gone. But first up, I do need to pop the diamonds away. They are I've done them in symbol order, not in diamonds order. So I do need to pull out the so they are all the ABs. And then there was a what they call fairy dust diamond in here. There it is, 3766. So I also need to sort that out as well. So we'll pull those to the side. I'll do the ABs and that in a moment. But if I grab my first squares box, these are my 100s to 500s. So if I pull out anything that is between 100 and 500, and then I'm just concentrating on those 7s, 8s, 9s, 550, 300s, 580. Okay, I think I've got them all. If I need to pull one back afterwards, I'll figure it out. But rather than have all my boxes across, I will go through. And of course, I've started with the first box. And I still haven't remembered to bring another short bookmark in to hold my ones up. So let's use the one from number 2, from box number 2. All these stickers are coming off nicely. That's always good. So 550. I'm just going to go by the order of the bottle I grab, I think, rather than trying to do them in number order. I'm just going to grab a bottle and go. In fact, we'll pop the bottles straight back in. I think that'll work out easier. I'm not looking at those numbers, so they're not going to distract me the same way. So 597, absolutely gorgeous painting to work on this one, by the way. It took a little bit, and I'm not taught, it's not big drama, it's not a huge thing. It did take a little bit to get used to the canvas. If you did see, or if you wanted to see on my channel, I did do the first section of the painting on a whip and waffle. And I did the first section so that you guys that have never had a mystery from Diamond Art Club before could see what the canvas looks like, how the symbols look, because they do look a little bit different to what you may expect or think. But it wouldn't be enough if anybody did happen to watch it but already had the painting, it wouldn't necessarily spoil it for them. It didn't give away any spoilers because it was such a small section that I did. But what they do is, it's not just the symbols are black and white. All the symbols are black text, and it's the symbols you go by, the same way they are on the bottles. But the actual background behind them, some of them were plain, and some of them were actually coloured. So you could have a symbol, so for example this symbol that's a heart, that could have a pale blue background. It could, I think it was a pale yellow and a pale pink, I think, or it could be just white on the background. So it could have multiple different colour backgrounds even though it was the same symbol. So that took a little bit of getting used to, because if you're anything like me and do a lot of diamond paintings, you find that you get used to looking for the colour just as much as you're looking for the symbol. So you are looking on a painting for both, but you do look for the colour as well. It's just an instinct that you sort of end up developing after doing loads and loads of diamond paintings that all have colour. It's what helps you pick out the symbols, especially if you're doing a big section, is looking for the colour of it. So having to sort of make sure that I checked just for the symbol and ignored the colour took a little bit of getting used to. It was like a little bit of a switch in my brain needed to change up a little bit to realise that things were a little bit different. But it was really nice to do as a different kind of project, a different way of completing a diamond painting. And I may well do another in the future. I don't have a huge draw, should we say, to doing another one in the future. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but because I do have a lot of paintings in my stash, and I've just completed one. So I may find that I'm in the need for doing another little bit of a mystery one at a later date. I do like the image. The image is a nice, colourful image, and I think you do sort of need to go for an image that suits you, you know, your style. That's why when this one came up with Abstract Ocean, I knew it was the painting that I would want to do, because I love abstract images. They tend to be very colourful. I also love ocean images. So I thought those two teamed together. I also did go and have a look at the artist's work as well. I think it was her Pinterest board that came up. And I liked, you know, there were some that of course I preferred more than others, but in general, I liked her artwork. So all three of those combined made it the best painting for me. Right, what do I want? 6. Oh, see, look, I found a 3. Right, I'm going to do that one in a minute. 6, 7s and 8s I want. 6, 7s and 8s. I'm guessing this will get easier as I go along. But to be fair, it does mean I can move one of these back into my first box when I'm done. Okay, 6, 7s and 8s. Have I got them all? I have. Okay, so this box is my 600s to 800s. Oh, I actually want 727. Got a little bit eager there. Slipped in a little bit too soon. Oh, we have a new colour. So I haven't had this colour in a square before. So let's get rid of the bottle, and then, so I want my logbook, my spares, which is this one. So it's my whips, my work in progress and my spares, which of course this mystery painting will now be marked as done when I do update my logbook next week. But for my spares, my square and round DMC spares 727, I actually don't have in either round or square. So I can now add that I have 727 in squares. So it may be, I may have been diamond painting for quite a few years. Should we say a lot of years? But that doesn't mean I don't end up with diamonds that I've never had before. I do also have, of course, the fairy dust diamonds, which I've never had before, but they seem to be getting a little bit more popular. So I'm sure I will end up with more of those as I go along. But 817. See, I look at the bottles and I pick a number and then I have to hunt for the bottle again. Because I forget which one I've decided to pull out anyway. For this diamond painting, I did use my case with extra deep bottles. So these bottles are bigger. They're silver topped, you can get them gold topped, but they're actually fatter than the other bottles. They do fit a lot more diamonds in. And I found that was what I needed for this painting, to try and keep it in one case and not end up with bags left over of extras. It was a lot better to put it in this deep bottle case, which I'm sure I will use in a future painting. It's going to be nice to get most of my bottle cases back on my shelf. They've never fully been on my shelf in my craft room since I've moved in here because I've had so many paintings kitted up. And my last big 60 bottle case is being used for Field of Memories, which I should have finished this week. And I'll be de-kitting that one next week. And I'll have all my cases on a shelf for 1 week. Then I'll be kitting up a new one. So depending on which one I kit up, I will have a choice of cases to use, which will be nice. Still a couple of cases in use, but it's primarily the kids that are using them. But yeah, it's nice to get another painting tidied away. I do enjoy the tidying up process. I enjoy the tidying up process a lot more when I know it's going to be followed by a kitting up. Because I do love kitting up. In this instance, I'm not kitting up another large painting. However, I will be kitting up a Paint Gem Mini painting. I'm only going to have 2 kitted up at one time for the foreseeable until I change my mind. I'm only going to have 2 kitted up and I'm going to work on 1 set at a time. But I want the second one to be sort of in the wings and ready to do. Ish. You know, as long as I've done a few of the next one, then I'll slip it in, depending on my YouTube schedule. It's been on my YouTube schedule to kit up another Paint Gem Mini for about 3 weeks now, so there's plenty of time to work a little bit on my other ones. So yeah, there will be a preparation video this week. Then I will de-kit Field of Memories next week. And the week after will be my more exciting time of getting to kit up a new big painting. I think I'm going to do a large round painting. I've got my decision wheel. I'm going to make sure it's fully updated. In fact, I've just updated my Paint Gem kits to make sure they're updated. ready for the video I'm going to do after this one. And I used to have my Paint Gem Mini paintings split up to ones that had more than 30 colours and ones that had less than 30 colours, depending on what case I was kitting them up in. But now I've decided to just have a couple on the go. I don't need to make that decision. I can let the decision wheel make it, which is good because I only have two Paint Gem Mini sets that are less than 30 colours. All the rest are more. Right, that is box number 2 done. We'll pop that back in there. I'll pinch the one from the last one. Okay, then we have 900s to 3600s. So, and I've just missed another one. Goodness sake. Okay, right, I'm going to pull out the 900s first because the 3000s always make me think a bit more. Okay, so they're all the 900s. As you can imagine, that is quite a few. So let's do these first. And then I'll have a look because the 3000s is only a thinner row. So let's get the 900s out the way. Maybe I should go back to my usual way of doing this, which is I pull all the bottles out and line them up by number. I thought I was being clever, just pulling the bottles out. Pulling the bottles out and doing them, you know, just saying, okay, this is the batch I need to do. But I've obviously made a mistake for both boxes so far. So maybe it's not the way for me to do it. It's not working that well. Okay, 918. But there were some absolutely gorgeous colours in this painting. I can't wait to show you because it was such fun to do. I finished it off on my drafting table that hubby got me just before Christmas. And it was actually when the drafting table was set up in the conservatory. So the painting took up the full drafting table when it was laid out, and I got to see the picture come to life even more. I had cover paper over the rest, so the bit I hadn't done I didn't see, but the part that I had done I could really see what the image looked like from a distance. And yeah, it may have sat there for a day or two once I'd finished it, so I could just enjoy looking at it for a little bit when it was finished up. But yeah, I've got plenty of diamonds left, each and every one. Even the pots that look like they're really low, because these are the bigger bottles, if I tip them into the normal, whatever normal is, normal size bottles, it probably, you know, there'd be what looks like a lot more, but I've still got a really good chunk in each of these. None of them gave me the oh am I going to run out moment at all. The fairy dust drills, I do like them. I like them as an individual drill. I think they're fun and a little bit quirky. I think when they're next to AB drills, the effect of the fairy dust can get lost a little bit. I don't know if anybody else has done any with fairy dust drills and whether they feel the same as me or not. Do let me know your thoughts to the fairy dust in the comments down below. They're really, really pretty. I say I love the like glitter effect of them, the fine glitter effect. But I do, I say, find if they are next to AB diamonds, I feel like you don't get to see their spark. They don't sparkle the same way. They're a lot more subtle. than full diamonds are. 939. Oh, I definitely shaved that packet off. Some of the others I feel like they're rather full, but I definitely skimmed the diamonds off that packet. Sorry, my watch has just buzzed to say somebody's at the door. The girls took Luna today to the park, to the forest. She loves it there. She turned, as I'm filming this today, it's her 2nd birthday. So they took her for puppy ice cream. And she's going to be absolutely wiped out this evening with exhaustion. But I bet she had an absolute ball. Right, oh, 946, we're at the end of there. I thought that was another new one then, because that was pretty low, but not fully. Okay, 946. And the last of the 900s, 917. And then I must remember to hunt out the 3000s before I class it as done. In fact, I might do it a little bit like the old way for this next one. What am I trying to put that in there for? Okay, doesn't take much to confuse me today. So 3 3, 3 8s. So 3 8s and 3 7s are for the next one. So I'm going to actually put the 3 8s further back. That's a 3 6, 3 8, 3 3, 3 8s, 3 0, 3 8s. Okay, so I've actually divided them up. This time we only have 4 to do. So a 3 0, 4 1. And at least then I won't have to get this box out again. Just have to get the other 2 out again. But it's all good. As long as the painting gets dekitted. So 3 3 2 5. There's not many 3 3s and definitely not many 3 6s in the whole sort of diamond painting number lineup. So they all fit in this same row. 3 3 7 1. We all know that one. A deep brown. This is actually one symbol that I did put down wrong in, I think, my 2nd or 3rd section. There's another symbol that is, it's 2 lines, the same as this one is, but it's wavy lines. And I managed to put this one down instead of the wavy line one down. And I wouldn't mind. They were both next to each other, so I should have known better. Okay, 3 6 8 9. Top of the box for this one. Got a few different shades in that one. So if anybody's not watched these dekittings before, I do put all shades in the same baggie. If I ever need the spare, then I will just pick the closest shade to whatever it is that I need. But at least I'll have all of them in one place. I can just tip them out into a mega tray and go from there. Okay, 3 8s, of which I think these are all 3 8s. I don't think I had any 3 7s, but we'll see. 3 8, 4 8s. 3 8s seems to hit every single number. I think this is one of the, like, a few of them go sequential, but I think the 3 8s does the full run, if I remember rightly, up to 3 8 6 6. It just runs all the way through. Okay, 3 8 1 0. Nope. I think I've got a lot of the 3 8s. Let me have a look. Have I actually got most of the 3 8s? 3 8. Oh no, there's still a couple that I don't have. There is 2 in the 3/8 lineup that I don't have in squares. So there's still a chance. I know I have these 2 numbers that I missed out on, so I'm not going to hit any new numbers with that. 3, 8, 5, 7. I seem to find, I don't know, when I first started diamond painting, I didn't get as many 3/8 numbers as I do now. But now I find I get quite a few. Okay, 3, 8, 4, 9. Gorgeous teal. Get in there. And I am seeing a little bit of residue on the pots, on some of them. So I may give them a go over with Goo Gone. 3803. And I like to, you'll see me, I'll flatten the bag down and push out the air before I class it as sort of done for the bag. And that's just to make sure that they take up the sort of least room that they need to and stand up straighter like a soldier. 3865 was very, very full. I am hoping to, at some point, it keeps, every time I dekit, it comes back into my head again, and then I've still not got round to it throughout the week yet. But my plan is at some point to create some more of these dividers. I actually need to get some white foam board for it. Create some more of these that I have the numbers on, but just don't put the numbers on them. And use them to push the diamonds forward a bit. But I also plan on creaming off some of the diamonds in these bags, sort of taking, you know, the top layer off or half of them out, so that I can dekit into them for quite a while to come without it causing a problem. Right, 3834. Gorgeous purple. It's a good job I've got my logbook out anyway, because I need it for my conversion for the ABs as well. And then 3805. See, that one's pretty full. It's obviously a very popular colour, but I can see why. It is an absolutely gorgeous pink. It's a really nice bright pink colour. Okay, 3805. Right, let's pinch the bookmark, the short bookmark from this one. Let's do my all the 6s first. Can't believe I missed that one. Get the bright red in there. Get that one in. And then get the first box back out again. At least they are very easy to get hold of in this craft room now. They each have their own shelf to sit on, so I'm not having to take one off the top to get to the one underneath. And they are right to the left of me. I mean, my craft room's not big anyway, but they're right to the left of me, so they're very easy to get hold of. And we'll leave that for my next dekitting. Okay, ABs. So my ABs are stored on these bag and book rings, and I have yet again still not brought my DMC numbers in from the shop. So I need to write myself a to-do list, do I not? Okay, what I want is my conversion. So we do have DMC conversion charts, and they convert diamond dots conversion. So all the diamond dots, because they use their whole own code. And then we have one for Diamond Art Club, which is their AB conversion. One for Heaven and Earth Design, which is an example of what to switch some of the floss numbers that aren't available in diamond colours. And then we have Dreamer Designs AB conversions. Now they seem to have gone back to using DMC numbers, but some of their earlier diamond numbers aren't DMC. But none of Diamond Art Clubs are. So number 113 is actually 603. So do I have, it's a pink, isn't it? So what am I looking for? 603. Did I say 603? I did. So 603 in my squares. I have one here. And what I've actually done on mine, I have actually used all these up, but I've put both the DMC number and the AB code for Diamond Art Club so that I can actually see both at a glance if I need to. So if for any reason, for example, I ran out of one in a Diamond Art Club, not that I expect to, I could look for the Diamond Art Club code as much as I look for the other code. So in fact, let's have a look if we've got 125 or 129. So I'm looking at these ones, 125, 129. I've got 129. So for this one, I don't even, in effect, need to look up the conversion. But just for your records, it is 3078. So far, we've got two ABs that we've already got. So they'll already be marked with a tick. And then the last one is 125. So again, I'm flipping through looking for 125. I'm not sure if I have this one. No, I don't have this one because now I'm getting back to the beginning. So AB 125 is actually 3756. So for now, if I can get hold of them, they're my round stickers. I'm going to get hold of my square stickers from the advent calendar. I'm going to do it that way. So it is AB 125. It's in the same colour then as I use on these because I reckon it'll take me a while to switch them over. And AB 125 is 3756. So I'll grab myself a new bag or an old bag. I use these also to store extra diamonds from a kit in. If I kit up and they don't all fit in the bottles and the case is full, then I create myself a little hanging rack of these bags and I just clip it to the side of my tote so I've got the extras when I need them, which you may well have seen in previous kitting ups. But there we go, absolutely loads of that one left. Really nice full bag, so that'll be nice if I have any of that colour in with my Paint Gem Minis, because I do like to add ABs to my Paint Gem Minis on occasion. So 3756, AB 125. Must remember to bring my printed AB numbers in the house. So I also, this is a new one for me, so I'm going to update my spares. So if I go back to my spares, I have a section that is my spares ABs. So 3756, 3756 I now have in a square AB, and then for good measure I do tick the 125 on the Diamond Art Club list as well, just because why not? I have the 2 references then, even though it's the same diamonds for both. And then last but by no means least, I need to use a baggie for the fairy dust drills. So I wonder if this is number 3766. Is that actually a DMC number? Let's have a look and see if it's a DMC number first. 3766. It is a DMC number. Should we have a look if it's the same colour? Because this is something I've not looked into yet. I'm sure somebody somewhere will have done, but I haven't looked to see if these are the same colour, and they are. So I have 3766 in plain. So for their fairy dust drills, they are using the DMC codes, which is good to know because there's only so much converting in life that I would like to do. And it's not that much of it. So let's use the purple one. 3766. I'll have to get myself another, maybe once I've got some more fairy dust type drills, I will create myself another, I'll get myself another colour of sticker to mark them up, and I'll be able to put them on their own sort of book ring bag to collect more of them. So I have my list of Airbnb. Oh, I do have square and round other. So this is where I put like my rhinestone type ones. So I think I'm going to put them in here. 3766 in square, I'm going to put a tick. So this is my list. I've just got exactly the same list as my DMC list. And I've put a little label underneath just to say other. So it's just a duplicate. And this is where I've put any that are sort of rhinestone types. So I've got these rhinestones from Diamond Art Studio, and they do have the numbers on them. They're crystals rather than AB diamonds. So this is where I sort of keep a record of my other diamonds. So I'm going to put those with them. But what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to add them to my AB stash. I've got more ABs to add to this from fan sales, but I'm going to revamp that at a later date. But yeah, I'm going to put them with those because I may end up adding some. Yeah, I may end up adding some to a Paint Gem mini set. So I'd rather have them with the diamonds that I'd grab to add to a Paint Gem mini set, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I do need to revamp them soon because I have an absolute pile of AB diamonds here that need sorting. Okay, so before I get the painting out to show you all, I'm just going to clean up these bottles with my Goo Gone and my Gammy Rag. There's not many of them. There's just a couple of them that I can see a little bit of sticker residue on. So it's not on all of them. The light's catching a couple of them to just show a little bit of residue. And whether it's from this painting or whether I've got lazier on a previous painting, I'm not sure. It's coming off really easy though, so it probably would have come off with my finger. And then just make sure I've got them all, and then give it a wipe with the dry part of the cloth to make sure it's all off. And there we go. That is ready to go away. Who knows how long it will be until it's out again, but at least it's clean. And now it's the fun time. I'll put that there so that the camera's got something to focus on. while I put my case on my shelf. So if anybody has Mystery Abstract Ocean Kit by Megan Duncanson and does not want to see it, either you've not done it already, if you've not got it, or you've got it and finished it, or maybe you've got it and you actually want to see what it's like, here we go. This is the reveal. Look at those colours. The colours in this are amazing, and I love working with colours that are bright. But this painting was what, 80 by, does it say on here? 70.7 by 55 centimetres, 28 inches by 22 for those over the pond. And here it is. Isn't it beautiful? This AB work on the bottom of the whale's tail that's flashing up is stunning, I will say. Absolutely stunning. We have what looks like potentially fish in the air. We have a shark's tail that's black and white. That's where the little bit of abstract comes into the mix as well. We've got, see, that one I'd say is a dolphin. This one's probably looking a bit more like a whale, but it's the same colour as the dolphin. Who knows? We have these plants growing up. We even have a flamingo and some flowers down the bottom. In this whale's tail, there is actually a butterfly there. You can see this one a bit clearer. There is actually one here. This actually has some of the fairy dust drills on, which are not as clear to see because of the amount of AB around it. That's where I really noticed it, and I think that was the first place I actually placed them. But we do have some more. There's not lots in this painting, but there is a little bit on this dolphin, which is clearer to see, though again it does have some ABs very close to it. We have a little bit on the tail here, and we have some on the whale here. I do think like more of a solid area with the glitter drills is a little bit easier to see. A little bit easier to see that they are glitter drills. But you can tell in the other places, say they're a lot subtler than ABs. ABs definitely catch the light very differently, and definitely give that AB glow. I think these are nice because they're different, whereas ABs are very, very suited for that extra bit of sparkle. Very much so. But yeah, this is the Mystery Kit Abstract Ocean for this one. And yeah, I thought it was really, really fun to do. It was fun. It had lots of different colour, especially more so down here. Doing some of the mountains, because I did it in a strip format going this way, was, you know, a little bit not as bright colours, I suppose. A little bit more, I wouldn't even say tedious though. There was definitely more blockiness here, but because it was a mystery painting and you didn't get to see the symbols the same way, you didn't get to see what the image looked like, I think that kept the fun element in it. But yeah, I'm very happy with my mystery kit purchase, and I'm loving it now that it's finished. It's very different, quirky, really bright colours, and I absolutely, this is my favourite part. Just the water and the bubbles and all that sort of coming off this in ABs is just divine. I'm not sure if the camera's even picking up the shine properly, but it was a gorgeous kit to work on. Gorgeous diamonds, fit together absolutely beautifully. And I will definitely do another mystery kit in the future. I do like to know what image I'm going to do, but I definitely think for the excitement level, as long as you pick the correct artist and the correct type of mystery painting, then you will get a painting that you are happy with and that you enjoy the process of doing, as well as the finished piece. So yeah, I will do another mystery kit in the future. Just not yet, I need to work through some stats first. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.